Welcome back to Success International Training Institute. Here we have a good lineup of tips for you this evening, and we want to ensure that you're liking and sharing our videos. And if you are new to our channel, we welcome you. We hope that you're going to be tuning in regularly to hear what we have to share with you. So as we look forward to 2021, we have had a very rough season, a rough patch. 2020 has been one of those years when we won't forget what has taken place. We're living through a pandemic and we want to charge up ourselves for 2021. So I want to give you a few tips this afternoon that should help you along that journey. Now, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please do so. Please like and share this video, because it's really going to help all of us. We have done quite a bit of self-introspection this year. We have had to be pivoting and turning and challenging ourselves really just to get through the days. And so far, many of us have accomplished some of the objectives that we had set out. But none of us would have thought about a pandemic. None of us would have thought about the challenges that we would have faced or even planned for them. But here we are. So how do we get through a time that is so difficult? How do we recharge and reshape our focus for 2021? Well, indeed, we have to drop some of those things that we've been carrying, or some of those that we've picked up along the way in 2020. Don't allow yourself to be drowned out by the challenges that you faced in 2020. Let's get into 21 stronger than ever, more vibrant, more vigorous, and more encouraged to do better. So my first tip for you is to leave behind your bad habits. What are some of those bad habits that you've picked up along the way that haven't allowed you to grow? It could be that you've been complaining so much. Every single day you get up and you have something to quarrel about. Why do I have this kind of meat eating? Be grateful for having meat itself. Why do I have to go to this job? Replace that with gratitude for a job. So many are without jobs. Then you complain about the way in which you are living now. Having to reduce your expenditure. You've had to switch things that you've been used to all along. You complain about pay cut. You complain about not having work. You complain about food. You complain about vacation. This amount of complaining really only gets you to lose focus. It prevents you from enjoying the time you have, the opportunities that are available. So what I want you to do is to replace those complaints with gratitude. Find things to be grateful for. Find opportunities to expose yourself to the good things, for life, for health, for fresh air, for family, for jobs, for so many things that you can be thankful for time off, to even catch up on some well-needed rest or family time. That's one of the bad habits that many of us have picked up along the way. We like to complain. If you continue to do that, you're going to lose sight of the opportunities that are there in front of you. So quit complaining. Also, part of the bad habit that many of you probably picked up was that you just continued sleeping. You need to go on a sleep fast. You cannot be sleeping a full day or you're getting up in the afternoons for work. It doesn't work out. Anything you want in life, you're going to have to make some sacrifice. And part of that sacrifice is to ensure that you're engaged, is to ensure that you are making headways. When it is daylight, you need to be waking up. You need to be energized. You need to be focused. Do not sleep away your life. You're sleeping away opportunities. So many good things are out there for you. The thoughts that you can build up. The ideas that will arise when you are alert and when you are on the move. You can't do that when you're asleep. Some of you sleep too much. Then the next habit is for you. All right, you have some time now. So all you're doing is watching the episodes of the shows that you've not watched all along. You need to quit watching so much television. You need to get up and you need to get active. You need to fill your days with things that are going to benefit you in the long term. Not immediate gratification, but that will benefit you years to come. What are the plans that you have you need to put in place? Rather than sitting around the television 23 of the 24 hours each day, get up and get activated on your different plans, on your goals. How are you going to accomplish them? Some of those bad habits you have are not going to allow you to generate freedom. It's not going to allow you to mentally reset. It's not going to give you the kind of lifestyle you want 5-6 years down the line. It's not going to benefit you at all. So I'm saying to you, for 2021, I want you to get engaged in removing those bad habits that you've formed. Another tip I want to give you is for you to leave time wasters. You need to be pruning, taking out those things or persons from around you that really isn't benefiting you. Some of them could be your family. Some of them are going to be your friends, your associates, your co-workers. How are they improving your life mentally, physically, spiritually, financially? How are they allowing you to grow? If it is that they're not allowing you to move one step closer to your objective, then you should remove yourself. You should not be engaging in idle chatter. Day after day, that's all you're doing. You could be planning. You could be talking about business ideas rather than talking about other persons. There is a time when you need to understand that your goals are important. Your financial health is important. And therefore, there are some persons who are going to be in your space that will not allow that goal to be achieved if you continue along the same path. You could be one of those enabling the engagements you're having. So you need to look at that and see how many conversations you've engaged in over the past month or so that has not really yielded any kind of benefit. Apart from you satisfying that immediate need to speak, you may not have benefited in any other way. And so pruning is going to be necessary, cutting back on some of those slack times you've had, some of those times that you've engaged in activities that you shouldn't have engaged in. You've gone to places, well, no, you really can't go to many places. However, you probably have replaced that with telephone calls and emails and all the different messages. But what you need to understand that 2021 is a year that you must revive yourself. You need to get out of any rut that you're in. You need to be positive. You need to approach it with a plan for achievement, a plan for plenty, not scarcity. And so you need to get rid of those things, activities and persons around you who will not allow you to achieve them. Third tip, be grateful to God. Trust in God. He knows what He's doing for you. The Lord says He has many plans for you. His purpose for you is sure. He's not going to retract it. Therefore, I want you to remember that all the things that you've achieved so far, God has allowed you to. What are the plans you have in store? What big, great ideas do you have and want to accomplish? The Lord would have asked you to write those plans down. Make them clear. Because if you don't have a plan, you really need nothing. He says you're to ask for the things that you need. And so when you ask for those things, whether or not you see the headway to realizing them, allow the Lord to work them out. He would not have given you the idea unless He had placed the resources in your path. It doesn't have to be directly through you. It could be others. It could be your network. What I'm saying, God is a mighty God. He's powerful. He's awesome. And he's bigger than your challenges. He's bigger than my challenges. He has come through many times. The reason why we're here today is because of his graciousness. So when you think about all that 2020 has brought on for you, you may not see the path that you're going to take to be improved in 2021. But if you trust God's promises for you, he is going to work them out. And he may even surprise you at how he's going to work it out, so that you know for sure that you could not have done it on your own. When you believe in what he has in store for you, you have nothing to worry about. My next tip for you is to drop ignorance and ego. Do not ever feel that you know everything. Let's use the remaining portion of the year to equip ourselves. If you need training, go get training. If you need mentoring, go find someone who knows what it is to walk through that same path or is able to lead you along your path. When you feel that you know everything, when you feel that you are the end all to knowledge, that's where you would have failed. I'm saying to you, do an introspection. Look at the gaps in your life and don't think that you have no gaps. That's just wrong. Look at where your weaknesses are. It could be your speaking skills. It could be your financial planning objectives or deciding the kind of path you want to take. All of us have needs. We have desires to grow. And if we're going to grow, if we're going to come out stronger than we were before, if we're going to be in a place where we're seeing growth and we're going to achieve our objectives, then we need to take out our ego from out of our way. We need to ensure that our mind is equipped, ready and capable to take on those opportunities that come. We need to be able to identify those opportunities. So I'm saying to you, in 2021, if you want to get there stronger than you were before, if you want to get there in a place where you know you're going to win, you're going to succeed, then you ought to get yourself in a place of learning. It doesn't have to be any fancy course. It is something that's going to allow you to grow leaps and bounds. You're going to be able to manage better because you've gotten some training. So if you were not so savvy in your financial planning, allow someone to teach you. If you needed to learn a new skill, allow someone to teach you. Or if it is that you needed to be looking a new job, would you be qualified for that? I am saying to you, get the training, equip yourself to move forward, upskill, retool, refocus, and act on those plans. There are lots of tips for you, but the final one I'm going to give you in this episode is for you to stop doubting yourself. Now, many of us have been fearful. Many of us have felt anxiety in the past. Many of us have sometimes doubted the things that we can or cannot achieve. But remember, whether you think you can achieve it or can't achieve it, you're right. The point is, if you're going to move into a place of enrichment, soul enrichment, financial well-being, and just good health, you're going to need to have faith in yourself. Believe in the things that you can do. Believe in your competence and capacity and your drive to achieve, because we've spoken about getting training and building capacity for yourself. Don't neglect the fact that you were built with resources and strength and courage to move into a place of getting the things done that you want to get done. Nobody has to get up and to shake you into being you. You are who you are by virtue of your birth. So we're saying there are times when you would have felt ill-equipped or not really ready, not positioned in the right way to accomplish. But how many of us would have experienced that kind of doubt? A lot of us. Do not continue to doubt yourself and allow that doubt to cripple your action. You want to move beyond that. You want a system of self-belief, a system of self-confidence. When you've reflected on your journey, when you know where you're coming from and where you are today, even if it's not a place where you have achieved everything that you'd set out to achieve, there are times when you would have laid out a plan and you work towards it. So you need to really reassure yourself and encourage yourself, because you may not necessarily get that from an external party. It may not come from your friends. It may not come from your children. Who are you really? What are you capable of? What have you accomplished thus far? It is, I am sure, quite a bit that's on your list. Don't look at only major accomplishments. What are the steps that you would have taken? And continue to remain in a positive frame of mind. Allow encouragement to be your guide. Allow yourself to live and to live in abundance. Allow yourself to think about the positives and the benefits and the opportunities that are there for you. So do not harbor doubt that is crippling. You're going to be doubtful, yes, but do not allow it to linger. Get past it. Get up and free your mind of that kind of restriction. Don't place ceilings on yourself. Don't begin your sentences with but or I am not able to. Begin to think of the ways in which you can actually achieve. Begin to look at options. Begin to think about fulfillment. Begin to think about multiples and benefits and favors and opportunities. Do not doubt your ability to get exactly where you want to get or to achieve your goals. They are there. You have the capacity. You have the competency. Now what you want to have is the will. Get that drive and move forward along your goals. Thank you for watching Success International Training Institute. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel, like and share this video with all your friends and families. Please remember to leave us a comment. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what your journey is like and what you'd like to see. Thank you.